Hello everybody, my name is Bella, and on this channel we do how to do it and unboxings. But anyways, let's get to the video. So, haven't you just had this one moment that you've just been bored, like actually bored, and you don't know what to do? You're just sitting there staring at the wall, like thinking of something to do. Of course you have. Every human being experiences that. So, one thing to cure your boredom is origami. The art of folding a completely normal piece of paper into something magnificent, something 3D. So in this video I'll show you how to make a origami frog like this that also jumps up and backflips. So for this you'll need a square piece of paper, and that's just it. A square piece of paper in your hands. So I'm using 21 by 21 centimeters of paper, but you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, depending on the size you want your frog to be. So let's start. Okay, so first you gotta get this edge and fold it over like so. Just like make sure the fold is folded like so. So you're gonna have a rectangle. So we start from here and you fold it to create a smaller piece of paper, which is a rectangle. Next you gotta grab this edge and fold it over like so until it is lined up with the end like that and creates a pointy top. And you gotta press it down as well. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side, like so. So now you have a little cross on the top of your rectangle. So next you have to grab these two halves here, and you got to push them down like that. This is a bit tricky. You've got to push them down like that, and then you're going to see something like that. Then you're going to push it down, that part down as well, to create a triangle at the top of your rectangle. Okay, we got that. And next, of course, every frog has legs, so you're going to create the legs. So as you see, you have this part and this part here. So this upper flap, you got to fold it like that to create a leg, and you got to fold this one as well to create another leg. It's okay if they're not even, and the way you see, now we got legs for our frog. Okay, so this is what your paper should look like. Next, you got to fold it. Gotta grab this bottom part and fold it up here, like so, so it's below the triangle. And next, you've got, this part is a bit tricky, but a way you can make it easier is just fold this over here, and then you gotta grab this. Oh, oops! You gotta grab this part and you gotta fold it here like so. Ta-da! Then you can just, there you got to do this, and there we go. You got that part done, but you have to do the same on the other side. So you gotta do that, fold it like so. So you're just basically doing the same thing. So that, it basically looks like another. So it basically makes it a bit smaller. Next, you gotta grab this bottom part, and it's gonna start getting a bit harder because you're folding more. So you gotta grab this bottom part and fold it over here like so. Ta-da! It's a bit hard, so you gotta do it a bit stronger, but it's still like good to do. So this is what your frog should look like from the top and from the bottom. At the edge. So next, you got to grab this part of the little fold here, and you got to do that. Can you see that? Yeah. And next, you got to do the same with this, so that it creates like a mini triangle over here, like so. See, like it's a little triangle now. Next, you got to lift this up, like so, and you got to open it up, because you see there are these two openings here to open, and then you got to do that. Then you're going to see something like this. You got to push that down and fold it, like so. And now you have something that looks a bit like a boat, see? This is what it should look like now. Oh, by the way, and if I'm going too fast, you can pause the video. Next, we have to create the legs, because every frog has back legs. So you got to fold this part of the boat, front of the boat, put it here, and see how it looks like a leg already? Like so. I'm going to do the same with the other part of the boat. Oh, that's an interesting leg. There we go. Now we got two frog legs, and of course now it looks like a frog. But where's the jumping part? Well, this is where the jumping's gonna come in. So next you got to fold this over here. Yep, I know it's pretty hard. So now it just looks like it's doing some sort of contortion. Yes. Then you just gotta put this part, fold this part in half, like so. So let's do it again here. Gotta fold it in half, like so, and then flip it over. Then you got your jumping frog. My one is doing flips right now. Wait, let me just try it again. So you got to fold it over like this, and you don't necessarily need to like do it complete. Well, actually no, you have to like fold it in half, like so. Then you have, give a second. Yep, you got it. Now you have your jumping frog. My one is more like, and now you have your little jumping frog. And of course frogs have faces, so you could draw on a cute little face. So let me just go grab something and I'll be right back. So I have a pen to draw the face on, and let's make a little goofy face. So so maybe something like that, a little nose, and ta-da, you got your little frog. So now I got little frog buddies. Who's the best at jumping? This one for sure. So these are my little frogs, my little frog army. So yeah, you can make yourself a little frog army with this craft. See, I even have this guy here. See, I have a literal frog army. So ta-da, my frogs. You know what, I think this is a really fun craft to do at home, and I really recommend it. And they're just hilarious, not gonna lie, just to see them jump. You can do competitions with your friends. You can do everything with these frogs. You can even use them as a bookmark if you just fold this part down like so. And then just do that, but yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate every single one of you. And if you want to support my channel even further, you can drop a subscribe and buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com. Not that the support you've given me by just subscribing isn't enough. But yeah, if you've watched this far in the video, comment a frog emoji. But sadly, every video has to end, so this one's also. So Bye!